Zayan from Zayan's world. I know you've been waiting for this moment like me. We are gonna continue this book of Geronimo Stilton, The Plight of the Red Bandit. Okay, let's start reading. But first, let's have a short recap. So, you have met Geronimo Stilton, the hero, right? And also his grandfather, William Shortpaws. His grandfather loves hats almost as much as he loves cheese. He sent Geronimo on a trip to find another hat for him in Arizona. Geronimo also had some extreme adventures there. And grandfathers had to be along with a bandana and a feather. Okay, now let's start reading. So we'll start in chapter 3. You call that chapter 3. You call that a tiny gift. We got to the airport in a half hour. As soon as I walked in, I heard someone shout, "Geronimo, stop daydreaming about cheese sandwiches and get over here!" It was my cousin Trap. I've known him ever since we were teeny tiny mouselets. When we were growing up, Trap loved to play tricks on me and tease me. And guess what? He still does! These are Trap's tricks, pranks, and jokes. This is a flower from his shirt. Do you think it isn't any prank? But look! Of the flower sprayed water and the perfume. It stinks! Check this. The cajole. And this. These aren't cookies. They are mouse traps! Okay. Geronimo, get the cheese out of your ears and listen up! Trap told me. I need to tell you 3 important things. 3! Thing number 1, because you're always daydreaming. Grandfather wants me to keep an eye on you in Arizona. Thing number 2, Grandfather wants me to make sure that you take good care of a tiny gift for his friend Red Bandit. Thing number 3, did you know that the hat you're wearing makes you look ridiculous? Here's the tiny gift for grandfather's friend, he said. I couldn't believe my eyes. The tiny gift was an enormous jar of chocolate cheese spread. It was as high as a mouse, as wide and as a bar, and it looked as heavy as an elephant, a baby elephant. You call that a tiny gift? I cried. Holy cheese! How are we gonna land this all the way to Arizona? What if it breaks? Trap shrugged. That's your problem, cousin, he said. Grandfather told you to bring the enormous jar and asked me to keep an eye on you. So if the enormous jar breaks, it'll be your fault. You'll have to tell Grandfather. And if that happens, I wouldn't want to be in your fur. I'll tell you that. Trump winked at me. Know what else? I got real yen to know what it tastes like. Before I could stop him, he shimmied up the side of the enormous jar. And he popped open the lid. The wonderful smells of the chocolate and cheese filled the airport. Trap! No! I yelled. Grandfather will be really cheesed off. Trap ignored me. He gazed down into the jar. You've got to see this! He called down to me. It looks super delicious! Trap, get down! I yelled again. But it's amazing, Trap said. All the different chocolatey, cheesy flavors are swirled together. No wonder it's called Chocolate Cheese Delight. Yeah, sounds great, I said. Now get down! But Trap wasn't even listening to me. His eyes gloomed. He hungrily licked his lips. Yum, 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 he said. I've got to have a taste before I flip my whiskers. Then he stood on the edge of the jar like he was going to dive in. Hey, kids, do you know what are the flavors of the chocolate cheese delight? I'll tell you. 13 flavors. These are the chocolate and cheese flavors swirled together. Number 1, milk chocolate. Number 2, cheddar cheese chocolate. Have you ever tasted cheddar cheese chocolate? There's no such thing. Hazelnut chocolate, Swiss cheese chocolate, berry dark chocolate, gorgonzola cheese chocolate, white chocolate, mozzarella cheese chocolate, spicy chocolate. That's funny. How can chocolate be spicy? It's not even Sri Lankan food. You know, my dad's is Sri Lankan. All the food in Sri Lanka is spicy. There's number 10, cream cheese chocolate. Hey. Number 11, raisin chocolate. 12, stinky cheese chocolate. Stinky. And finally, number 13, the cherry chocolate. Chapter 4. 3 pears and 3 surprises. I grabbed Trap by the tail and pulled him just down in time. I could not let Trap ruin the tiny gift on the red bandit. If I wasn't watching carefully, he could gobble up all the tasty chocolate cheese delight. To be safe, I brought a lock for the normal lid of the normal jar. As we checked in our luggage, including the normal jar, we heard an announcement. The flight to Arizona is now boarding on Gate 3, and so the longest trip ever started. We began by flying all the way from New Mouse City and across the United States to the city of Phoenix, Arizona. Trap snored the whole way there. It sounded like a train engine in my ear. Me? I stared out the window, worrying about 3 things. Pier number 1. Would Arizona be dangerous? Pier number 2. Would I be able to keep the normal jar from breaking before I deliver it to the red bandit? Pier number 3. Would I even be able to find the red bandit? I couldn't stop thinking about the red bandit. He sounded like a bad guy and a cowboy in wool. How could he and grandfather become friends? I wish that I knew more about him. All I knew was to start my search in Sedona, Arizona. I read through the guidebook. Sedona sounds like a nice little town. I especially like the sound of the milk climate. The book said it had. Maybe it won't be too hard to find the red bandit, I thought. Finally, the plane landed in Phoenix. We rented the truck so we could take the 2-hour drive to Sedona. But of course, Trapper got to put gas in it, so we had to stop in the middle of nowhere. Trap and I had to hike the rest of the way. Guess who had to carry the normal jar? When we got to Sedona, I got 3 surprises. Surprise number 1. Sedona wasn't a tiny settlement anymore. It had grown into a lively city of more than many inhabitants. How would I ever find the red bandit? Surprise number 2. In July, Sedona's mild climate felt more like the oven's temperature. Surprise number 3. The normal jar strapped to my back was about to boil over. I had to find a way to keep the jar safe or face grandfather's wrath. I tried to shade the enormous jar with a used patio umbrella. Then I tried to cool it down by fanning it, but didn't work. So we got lots and lots of ice cubes and put them on the lid. It was no use. The spread was starting to melt. Trap began to lick his whiskers in anticipation. 'Cause we should eat this chocolate now. Right now! Want to get some bread to spread it on? Trap asked. No! Crackers? No! Cookies? No! Okay. Trap said, so we'll dive in them. Right? No! I yelled, getting angry now. No! 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 I have to give this bread to the red bandit or grandfather will have my whiskers. Luckily for me, Trap gave in. We head out to find the silver cactus shop that grandfather told me about. Okay, we're on chapter 5. Okay, chapter 5. Oops, we only had to do it until chapter 4. Next week, we will continue this book. Okay, bye kids! So what do you think will happen? Do you think Geronimo will not be able to make it? Or he will make it? Because if he doesn't, his grandfather will have his whiskers. Okay. Okay, kids. Bye. This is it for now. Okay, join me on chapter 5 to see what will happen. My kids, this is all for now. Subscribe, share to your friends, and give a big like if you want to like. Send some comments, and most important of all, hit that bell so you won't miss any of my videos. Bye kids, signing off, this is Z. And forgot to say good night.